It's Ron Reader Digs the Universe. I'm Ron Reader, and this is Ron Reader Digs the Universe, and tonight, illegal orders. When World War II ended, the Allies put the Nazis on trial in Nuremberg, Germany for war crimes and crimes against humanity. You know, the Holocaust, massacring entire villages, waging aggressive war, torture, that sort of thing. A lot of the defendants, so many of them that doing so is now called the Nuremberg Defense, said that they were just following orders and therefore could not be held responsible for their actions. Bullshit, held the International Court. A soldier is responsible for his crimes regardless of orders, and the West has forever after understood that armed forces in civilized nations must disobey illegal orders. It's common knowledge now. But you know, the guy currently in charge of our armed forces, President Trump, well, I think it's obvious by now that he doesn't really have much knowledge, common or otherwise, and he's sending the National Guard into cities he doesn't like and blowing up fishing boats without provocation and gearing up to invade Venezuela, and it's got a lot of people spooked, including myself. Where is all of Trump's creepy, weird militarism headed? In that spirit, 6 Democratic lawmakers, all of them former military, released a video on social media recently reminding our service personnel that they have sworn an oath requiring them to disobey illegal orders, and that their allegiance is to the Constitution, not to any individual or individuals. Nothing shocking or scandalous, like I said. This is common knowledge. Don't obey illegal orders. But the White House is really pissed off about it. Trump wants him dead. No shit. Seriously, he posted on social media that the video is seditious behavior punishable by death. Then he backed down on the death part, but not the sedition part. In turn, these 6 Democrats are now getting lots of death threats. Par for the course, I guess, but Secretary of War Pete Hegseth has announced plans to recall former astronaut Senator Mark Kelly so he can be court-martialed for disrupting morale or some shit because, says Hegseth, all orders are presumed to be legal. They are serious about fucking with these people. This is all just really messed up. For starters, Trump has already had illegal orders disobeyed when he tried to get the National Guard to fire on protesters during his first term. It certainly wasn't sedition then, and it's not now. California Representative Eric Swalwell says straight up that this is about silencing criticism, and it's hard to disagree with him there. Trump has been literally punishing prominent critics for some months now, from politicians to students to comedians to immigrants. No one is safe. But I would take Swalwell's analysis of the free speech issues at stake here and situate them within the overall contexts of fascists taking over the country. I mean, even freaking Laura Loomer thinks the Republican Party has, her words, a Nazi problem, and disobedience to illegal orders is one of the big philosophical principles separating us from the Nazis. This is death from 1,000 cuts. We have got to stop this jackboot dance. I'm Ron Reader, and this has been Ron Reader Digs the Universe. Join me, Ron Reader, again next week for another episode of Ron Reader Digs the Universe.